And with that, I will turn it over to our friends at PGW to go ahead and get started.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Lavana. Can you see the screen we're sharing?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robbie Johnson, and I'm an analyst in PGW's Energy Efficiency Programs Department. I'm here with G. Pagar, another analyst, as well as Stu Jerue, PGW's Manager of Efficiency Programs. And today we're going to be providing an overview of PGW's efficiency programs for multifamily properties. While we have a variety of program offerings in this area, there are a few top-line messages that we'd like you to keep in mind as we move through the presentations. First is we are a natural gas utility, and thus all of PGW's programs target efficiency improvements specifically in natural gas-fueled applications. Second, PGW's programs are limited to multifamily properties within our service territory, which covers the entirety of Philadelphia, but not outside of it. And finally, if you're interested in any of the opportunities we talk about today, we encourage you to just get in touch with us, and we can help steer you towards the incentives that are most applicable to and advantageous for your properties. So as an outline of the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to start out by introducing PGW's low-income multifamily efficiency program, which we call LIME for short. And then G's going to step in to go over our rebate and grants programs, and then we'll be saving questions and discussion for the end of all the presentations. So starting with LIME, LIME is a relatively new offering here at PGW, and it's still in its pilot phase, with 2020 being year 4 of 5. LIME is actually an extension of PGW's long-standing low-income weatherization program for single-family housing. It aims to bring the economic, health, and comfort benefits of weatherization to income-qualified residents of multifamily buildings, and to do so at little to no cost to building owners. So as a program focused on income-qualified individuals, resident incomes is the most important factor influencing eligibility for LIME. To qualify for LIME's incentives, at least 75% of a building's natural gas use must come from tenants who are at or below 150% of the federal poverty level, or FPL. Among buildings that meet this income criterion, participation in the program is first come, first serve, and is subject to available funding under annual program budgets. And both master metered and individually metered properties are eligible to participate. So for qualifying buildings, the energy efficiency improvements that might be installed as part of a LIME project include core energy conservation measures like low-flow plumbing fixtures in buildings with gas-water heating, or upgraded thermostats in buildings with gas space heating. Buildings may also receive more comprehensive weatherization services such as targeted air sealing and insulation improvements, or heating or hot water system improvements. But generally, for any given project, the measures that would actually be installed would depend on the results of an energy audit, which will identify all energy efficiency opportunities in that building, the cost effectiveness of those potential measures, and then budgetary considerations, both for the building and for the program as a whole. So as I mentioned, LIME provides these energy efficiency services at no or low cost to building owners. And the way this works is that under the program, PGW will pay for the energy audit as well as 100% of costs for efficiency measures that benefit income qualified customers. PGW is a designated program contractor for LIME. The contractor's name is CMC Energy Services, and CMC is exclusively responsible for conducting the energy audit and then completing measure installations, and PGW pays for CMC services directly. PGW will also directly pay for 33% of the cost for measures serving tenants whose incomes exceed 150% of FPL, but in the instance where you have tenants whose income exceeds 150%, 2/3 of the cost for these measures would be responsibility of the building owner as a cost share. So the way that LIME program actually operates in practice, there's 4 key steps. Start, building owners are asked to submit a short screening application with some basic information about candidate buildings, including the address, the number of units, and basic income qualification information. These applications are reviewed by PGW and prioritized based on income composition of a building's tenants, as well as the building's level of natural gas use. Top candidates will be asked to provide documentation to confirm tenants' incomes, and additional information may be requested on natural gas-fueled appliances and equipment. It's worth noting we actually have a single screening application that you can submit for consideration under all of PGW's efficiency programs, including LIME, as well as the rebates and grants that G will introduce shortly. And then once the screening application has been accepted, PGW will put together an agreement that authorizes CMC, the line program contractor, to come on site to conduct an energy audit, and we move into the audit and installation phase. So during an audit, CMC will come to the building and evaluate the building's HVAC systems, its common areas, and there's sampling of the rental units that are available in that building. And during the audit, there will be identifying and recommending energy-saving measures that are applicable to the structure. PGW will provide a list of CMC's recommended measures to building owners, highlighting those specifically that would benefit non-income qualified tenants and thus require cost share. Property owners will have the chance to review and approve work scopes before any installation work is scheduled or completed, and this is particularly true if and when cost share may be required. And then once all agreed upon efficiency measures have been installed, inspection and project closeout is the fourth and final step in the process. PGW has a third-party inspector who may require building access to inspect and confirm the quality and completeness of work performed by CMC under Lyme. And then if a cost share is required, CMC will submit final invoices to building owners for their co-payment. And this would be the first and only time under Lyme when building owners would be expected or asked to contribute to direct project costs. So before I hand it over to G to go over PGW's grant and rebate program, I wanted to close with some examples of completed Lyme projects from the past 3 years of the pilot. First, highlighted now are 10 nearly identical multifamily buildings located on the 5400 block of Locust Street. So for this project, PGW worked with wind companies, and in each of these 10 buildings, we completed air sealing in common spaces. We improved or added basement insulation, and programmable thermostats were installed in all rental units to replace older manual thermostat models. So the next example I wanted to flag, this one is more recent. We partnered with Why Not Prosper, which is a Philadelphia organization that supports women during their reentry from prison to the community. And 3 Why Not Prosper properties offer residential services, and we treat each of these 3 buildings under Lyme. Air sealing, programmable or smart thermostats, and low-flow plumbing fixtures were all installed in each of the 3 buildings. And in 2 of the buildings, old heaters were replaced with high-efficiency models, 1 furnace and 1 boiler. That's what you're seeing on the left of this slide. A new high-efficiency furnace is not necessarily the most interesting thing to flag, but when you look at it compared to the older, rusted-out model that you see right next to it, you can see that there's clearly some visual evidence of better quality mechanical equipment available there. And so with that, I've completed my phase of the program. Oh, and sorry, this is something just flagged for me, and this is worth noting. We'll hear more about it later when we hear from Trish. But where possible and when projects qualify for both PGW's Lyme program and then PECO's program, we try and coordinate visits for audits and installations just for efficiency of your time and the time it takes to complete an audit and complete the work. Which is an excellent point that Stu Jerue handed me, our manager of efficiency programs, manager for a reason because he's got his eye on the ball. But with that, I'm going to pass the mic over to G. Pagar, who's going to give you guys an introduction to PGW's grant and rebate programs. Take it away, G.
Thanks, Robbie. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is G. Pagar, and I oversee the rebates and grants programs at PGW. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the energy efficiency incentives that we offer within our Energy Sense portfolio. We have numerous rebates and grants programs for a cross-section of customers, and these programs are currently approved through August 2020. We will be submitting a plan to the Public Utility Commission and later in the spring, so we hope to continue these programs. But if we have any changes, we're going to inform Housing Alliance about the updates or changes. In terms of rebates, we offer incentives for high-efficiency residential and commercial-sized heating and hot water equipment. These rebates are prescriptive, meaning the rebated equipment has to follow the specifications outlined in the program manual. And on the residential end, a customer can earn up to $500 for installing a high-efficiency furnace and up to $1,500 for installing a high-efficiency boiler. The current efficiency rating requirement for both residential boilers and furnaces is 94%. Customers can earn multiple residential multiple rebates for residential boilers and furnaces. I'm sorry. So if a customer installs more than one unit at the same location, they can receive like the full amount for the first unit and then half of the full amount for additional units. There is a $25,000 cap on like rebates at an individual location, but if you have a proposed project that exceeds like $25,000, we encourage you to contact us in the planning stages to determine if we can better direct you to a program that is a better fit for a project. On the commercial end, we offer rebates for heating, hot water, and food service equipment. So these are some examples. As far as heating equipment goes, customers can receive up to $8,400 for installing premium efficiency units, and the rebates depend on the size of the equipment. Next, I'm going to talk about the grants programs. For projects installing comprehensive energy savings measure, we also have like grant offerings. The first grant program I'm going to talk about is the Efficient Building Grants. This program is our retrofit program, and it applies to existing commercial and multifamily buildings that are undergoing upgrades to their energy systems. Under this program, customers can receive up to $75,000 per project. We do incentivize all measures that conserve natural gas as long as they're determined to be cost effective. And we perform this cost effectiveness testing as part of the pre-approval process. This is just one example of a project that we've incentivized under the EBG program. Asset Management Company, which falls under Asset CDC, received $40,000 in incentives for the comprehensive energy savings measures they installed at their Lehigh Park property. By the way, Asset also received treatment under Lyme, so they received like, I think we incentivized three of their buildings under Lyme. The next program I'm going to talk about is the Efficient Construction Grants. I'm sorry. This is our new construction project, and it applies to new construction and gut rehab properties. Customers can earn up to $60,000 per property, and the incentives are assessed on a tier basis depending on how much savings is achieved. The next slide is just an example of one project we've incentivized. This was a gut rehab, so the customer was able to achieve 44% savings above code. And yeah, it was a good project because they were able to install a bunch of energy savings measures like furnaces, water heaters, insulation, and low flow devices. So these are some of the program options we have alongside on the market rate side and alongside the low income projects. So if you're interested in applying to any of these programs, whether on the low income side or the market rate side, you can send the common screening application that we have. We're going to pass it over to Housing Alliance, and you can also contact us at this email address, energysense@pgworks.com. We also included our work emails for Robbie and I. It's on here, and Housing Alliance is going to send out the slides to all of you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, G. So thanks, everyone. And I noticed that some people logged in just a few minutes after we started, so I just want to repeat that we are recording this webinar, and we will send out the slides when it's over. So we're going to move on now to Trish Cole from PECO, who's going to talk about their programs, and then we will open up to questions. So I'm going to start the slideshow for PECO. So can you see that?
Great. Thanks. Okay. And can you hear me, Lavana?
Yes, I can hear you. Great.
Perfect. Okay, great. Thanks for doing this for me.
No problem.
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Trish Cole, and I'm the program manager for the PECO Low Income Energy Efficiency Program, as well as the Appliance Recycling Program, which I'm going to speak about both today. So PECO's Low Income Energy Efficiency Program is a 5-year electric savings program which began June 1st, 2016 through May 31st, 2021. We provide this program in PECO service territory, which includes Bucks, Montgomery, Chester, Delaware, and Philadelphia counties, where we provide service to about 1.6 million customers. The eligibility based on the low income program, or we like to refer to it as LEAP, is 150% of the federal poverty level, which is similar to PGW, which is a good thing because what it allows us to do is to work together on projects and provide our services together, which helps with efficiencies, as Robbie had mentioned. So the goal of the program is to exceed our compliance target, which is achieving 108,000 megawatt hours with a budget of $36.1 million over that 5-year period. So our plan to meet the goal includes, a number of things. In-home audits or checkups, as we like to refer them, with the direct installation of measures and education for both single-family and multifamily customers. Some of the measures include the LED bulbs, smart strips, water measures for electric water heating, and air sealing installation and HVAC maintenance if you are electric heat customers. We also provide free LED bulbs at community events and also free energy kits with energy saving measures at workshops. PECO's implementation contractor for this program is also CMC Energy Services, and they're headquartered in Fort Washington, PA. That also makes it seamless when working with PGW, the fact that we have the same implementation vendor for both our programs. Okay, Milana.
Okay.
So the free home energy checkup is available to income eligible customers, regardless whether it is an individually metered account or commercially metered, and or single family or multifamily properties. The way that it works is the PECO Energy Advisor will visit the home, conduct an evaluation, and identify ways to help save energy and money, very similar to PGW's program. So during this visit, the Energy Advisor will install energy-saving items such as the LED light bulbs, both general service and decorative, power strips for electronics, low-flow faucet aerators, and shower heads if there is electric water heating, and this is all at no cost to the customer. For electric heat customers may be eligible for installation and air sealing or maintenance on their system. The Energy Advisor will review the assessment with the customer and leave a detailed report on measures installed with other suggested ways to save energy and money. The appointments are available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. To schedule, we prefer customers to call the 1-888-572-2672 so that you could actually talk with a person, but we do have more information available on PECO.com. We also offer the same type of assessment for our market rate customers, and there is a cost of $49 for the service. Okay, Lavana.
Mm-hmm.
So currently we have a special promotion for a limited time through May of 2020, and this is for both residential and commercial income eligible customers in multifamily buildings where PECO will provide free energy saving items in a kit. Some of the items may include the LED light bulbs, the night lights, a smart power strip, water saving faucet aerator, shower heads, or we can customize the kit based on the current needs of the property manager. This is great for customers or property managers who prefer to install the items themselves. We do get requests at times for folks, can you give us the product? We don't want to, work out a schedule with you. we can take care of having them installed, or for tenants who may be in buildings who, are not able to get their landlord to consent to have us come in. So it is a great option. And to ensure that these items are installed, we'll actually conduct a workshop at the facility for the residents regarding the installation, because we want to ensure that these items are installed in the homes. So to participate in this limited offer, simply call 1-855-270-7327 to request the kit. And I have the number here on the slide. We will also have a form online to complete. That's going to happen in the next week or so. However, if there's anyone on this call who is interested in the kits, feel free to contact me after the session, and I'll be happy to make the arrangements. We can work together to figure out the best way to provide the kits to the tenants. Once you do request the kit, they're delivered within 2 weeks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So our overall program to date, this phase has resulted in achieving more than 92,000 megawatt hours. We've provided nearly $29 million in free measures and services. We've helped more than 29,000 customers, distributed 11,000 kits, and more than 153 LED bulbs at community events. So with regard to the multifamily component, we've completed 65 large coordinated projects, treated more than 5,000 in units with common space measures, and some of those are projects that we may have coordinated along with PGW. So we have a little more than a year to go to the end of this phase of this program. We still have plenty of time to make things happen, to help customers that really need the help. And although we do have projects in our pipeline, we're still interested in hearing from some of the folks who may be on the call today to see how we can work together or partner with you to provide these services to your tenants or our customers. Okay. So the next program I'm going to talk about is Appliance Recycling. It is another program that I manage. And this particular program, the great thing about it is all customers can participate. There's no income requirement whatsoever. So all customers can participate, where PECO will come out, pick up your old working fridge or freezer, recycle it, and send you a check for $75. It's a pretty good deal. And we'll also pay an additional $10 for recycling a working room air conditioner, but that has to be at the same time as the pickup for the fridge and freezer. So as I mentioned, all PECO electric and commercial customers are eligible for the program. Eligibility for the unit, the fridge or freezer must be between 10 and 30 cubic feet in size and working at the time of the pickup. In 2019, we actually celebrated a milestone of more than 100,000 customers participating in the program. We recycled over 120,000 units, which is really great. So to schedule for that program, simply call 1-888-573-2672, the number on the slide, or you may visit our website, peco.com/recycling, to schedule those appointments. In addition to the recycling rebate, if you're purchasing a new Energy Star certified fridge or freezer, we also offer a $20 rebate. So for property managers, if you're replacing old inefficient refrigerators in your properties, please give us a call and we will actually work to pick up the units, whether we do it in a bulk pickup or single, whatever. We've worked different ways with different property managers so that they could participate in this program and our rebate program. So the vendor who implements this program is ARCA Recycling, and they actually have a facility in Northeast Philadelphia where the units are recycled. Okay, moving on. So other programs that are available to our customers include instant lighting discounts at retailers throughout all of our service territory. Many of them are included here on the slide, the Costco's, the Walmarts, the Home Depots. When you purchase LED lighting, you can look for a little sign that says instant discount. They've already been discounted by PECO. In addition, we also have a marketplace on our website where you're able to purchase energy-saving products such as the LED bulbs, the smart thermostat, smart strip with instant rebates there, which the discount is taking off right at the point of purchase. And then we also have appliance rebates when purchasing Energy Star certified products such as air purifiers, electric clothes washers and dryers, heat pump water heaters, refrigerators, freezers, and room air conditioners. We offer rebates for those appliances. In addition, when upgrading to new Energy Star certified high efficiency heating, air conditioning, and water heating equipment, we have rebates for those things too. So for these rebates, this would be after the point of sale, and you could apply at PECO.com/rebates right on our website, and that's the fastest way to participate in the program. So I know, we've both utilities, we've shared a lot of programs. So I'll open up to, I know Lavana's going to open up to questions, but I'd just like to thank everyone, including the Housing Alliance, for allowing us to participate in this webinar to provide all the information today. Okay, Lavana.
All right, well, thank you so much. So I will go ahead and open it up to questions. If anyone has a question, if you want to raise your hand, I will be able to see you and I can unmute you, or you could type something in the chat. Does it pop someone up if they raise their hand? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and unmute everyone really quickly and just see if anyone wants to chime in with any questions that you have. Okay, hang on. I see there's a question in the chat. Hang on. Tim Kennedy asked if these are available for apartments as well or just single family homes.
Is that for PECO?
Yeah, that's for both probably, yeah.
Okay, both are eligible, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
And feel free to call.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to go back and mute everyone. I'm going to unmute Trish and unmute PGW. Okay, go ahead, Trish.
No, so for the PECO programs,
Mm-hmm.
those, I think I did mention individual customers are eligible, and also commercial customers with tenants are eligible for the low-income program.
Mm-hmm.
The requirement is strictly based on the income at the 150% of the federal poverty level.
Right. And on PGW's side, the low-income multifamily efficiency, the LIME program is only eligible for multifamily buildings. And once again, along with PECO, the key eligibility criteria is income composition of the tenants, which is set at 150% of FPL. Our single-family low-income program is not one that you are able to apply to. You have to be selected from our end, but our rebate and grants programs are available depending on which rebate you're looking for, which grant program are available for both single family and multifamily buildings, as well as other commercial properties.
Okay, great. We had a follow-up from Tim, and then I have another question after that. Tim was wondering for PECO, does the commercial entity need to request it, or could it be the tenant?
whoever the customer of record is who we prefer to work with.
So what you're saying, Trish, is if it's a master metered property, then it would be the building owner or commercial entity. But if the units are individually metered, then it could be the tenant.
Yes, and if a tenant called us, we would ask for the property manager information and we would reach out to them.
Okay. So I have a question here, hang on, from Sarah. If I could just do this. She said she came in a little late, so she missed the beginning of what was being shared about assistance on heating equipment, and that was through PGW. So Sarah, what we'll do is we're going to send out the PowerPoint that has all the detail on that. Robbie, do you want to just give a quick recap of for heating equipment for PGW?
Well, I guess it would depend on whether it's as part of the LIME program, in which case that's for income qualified multifamily buildings. And that would be, you would just need to contact us and we could we could put your building into the pipeline and determine income eligibility and get set up for an energy audit that could determine if replacing heating equipment under LIME would be something that we could complete under the program. We also have information, heating equipment rebates and grants, which, G, is there anything else you think we should share about that beyond what would be shared in the presentation?
Not really. I think we just, it depends on the equipment specifications. If you purchase an equipment that qualifies based on what we require, then you could be eligible for a rebate. But
yep, I think, and a lot of those details are going to be available in the PowerPoint slide when it's distributed after the fact, and along with our contact information, so you can follow up with any further questions you have.
Great. Karen asked, and this is for both PGW and PECO, are there any specific programs for senior citizens?
On the PGW side, our programs are primarily on the low income side, the low income status, the income criteria is the primary decision point. And beyond that, neither for LIME or for our rebate and grant programs do we have any additional programs geared specifically towards for any age bracket.
Okay.
Yeah, and for PECO, our programs, the free energy audit, those things are strictly the income eligible, the 150% FPL. But we love senior citizens. We attend many senior events and community events where we do give out information. So for those seniors who do qualify, we encourage them to participate in especially the free home energy checkup and any other programs that we do have. But we don't have anything specific to senior citizens since it is income eligible.
All right. Any other questions? You can either raise your hand and I'll unmute you, or you could write something in the chat. Oh, Karen asks, how often does PECO have community events?
So Karen, every day we're out in the community. We actually have, an outreach team who does go out. And one thing I will say, if there is anyone on the phone who does have any events that they would like us to come out to share the information about our programs, and if possible, distribute LED bulbs and or kits or any properties where you would like us to do that, please shoot me an email or call me after. I would love to work with you to make that happen. But yeah, we do. We're also teaming up with our other PECO department, Universal Services, where they go out to the community and talk about LIHEAP grants and signing customers up for our discounted rate program. So we piggyback on those events and attend those to distribute information about our programs and or give out energy kits and or LED bulbs.
Mm-hmm. Great, thank you, Trish.
Sure.
Any other questions? You can raise your hand or write something in the chat. All right. With that, then we will go ahead and close. Thank you so much to our presenters and for everyone who is participating. And just to remind everyone, we will send out the recording and we will also send out the PowerPoint presentations. Thanks again. Have a great day.
Thank you, Lavana. Thanks, PGW.
Thanks, PECO. Thank you, Lavana and the Housing Alliance.
All right. Bye.
Take care.